What's up, loungers? I hope everybody's doing as great as I am today. Listen, guys, we are going to talk about all this crap that happened on Shock Him Show last night. I was flabbergasted, okay, like disgusted, okay. But shout out to some of the content creators out here, as well as chatters out here who were able to push back on a lot of that stuff that was being said last night, okay. I couldn't even listen to the full thing. Like I could not stomach that whole conversation. But I listened to enough because I really wanted to just kind of hear these two derelict, dusty motherfuckers just try to listen in and critique what Carrie Ann was saying, okay? Because there really wasn't anything wrong that Carrie Ann had said. But all the stuff that these two dusty bitches were saying was just absolutely nuts, reaching for the stars and looking for some bullshit. Okay, so we're definitely going to get into this today. I'm not going to be long because I'm actually got to work in a little bit, but make sure that you guys do hit the like button on the way in because we are definitely going to kind of talk about this because I was just disgusted. Okay, I do shout out to the Godfather who definitely did talk about this last night, and shout out to LV who did attempt to have the show that Shock Him, kind of filibustered his way out of and made some dumbass excuse about Cash App for his reason for not being there. I really think he was scared of pills, right? But either way, we're going to get into all of this stuff today because we're going to sound off on this because this is just nuts, y'all, okay? But again, make sure y'all hit the like button on the way in. Definitely appreciate everybody who is here. Teresa, I appreciate you being here. Redbone, I appreciate you as well. And Living Life, definitely appreciate you ladies being in the building and everybody that's in the clouds. So guys, let's go ahead and get into this hot tea, okay? Because this dude is crazy. What's up, Riz? I definitely appreciate you being in the building as well. All right, guys. So listen, guys, okay? I want to play the video, but I really don't feel like fucking around with Shock Him Ra, right? I know that he will try his best to strike and everything else because he's so fucking butthurt and so petty, that he just doesn't know how to take any type of critique or anything. So he'll do stuff like that. So to avoid that, we're just not even going to play the video. What I'll do is I'll just tell you guys to go over and listen to it, okay? And just kind of hear as much as you can, kind of stomach as much as you can from the conversation. What's up, Miss Murph? Definitely appreciate you being in the building and a new member as well as my longest standing member, Vici. Definitely appreciate you being in the building as well. Peace to you guys. So listen, guys, okay? I would love to kind of go over word for word Shock Him's video, right? And just kind of break it all down and everything. But what I don't feel like doing is fighting with him with YouTube, right? I really don't feel like that. We know that he's butthurt over everything. We know that he can't take any kind of critique over anything. And so there's just no point in me going back into anything like that. But what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and talk about this shit, right? Because I find it fascinating that Shock Him being one of the first people that had actually been doxxed in the sector, right, by the AFWs, that he is now actually partaking in such behavior on their behalf, right? And it's just absolutely amazing. Now, he can say whatever he wants. And I'm going to throw out there a little bit of an idea that I thought about a few times. But I'd like to kind of introduce other people to this thought process. And again, we don't have group thinking around here. Everybody doesn't have to think the same way, right? But at the end of the day, we definitely want to, at least give each other our ideas on stuff, right? So one of these things that I had thought about was this. There's this thing that I have noticed for a very long time in this sector. I'm not going to name names because I don't think it's necessary yet, right? But there is definitely this thing where people will openly disrespect Anti, or disrespect Rev G. But then if there is some truth that comes out about them, or if something actually comes out about where they're located or where they are or what's going on with them, they break their neck to try to prove you wrong, right? And not even prove you wrong, but just tell you you're wrong, right? And I always wondered where that energy came from, because they literally don't break their neck to, to stop anything that's going on. They just talk shit, but they literally will break their neck to try to tell you you're wrong about something, even if you're right, right? Even if you know you're right, or even if you know or they know that you're right, or even if you have proven it, right? Then they'll be quiet. But before then, they're breaking their neck to try to prove that you're wrong about that, right? And I wondered where that came from. I almost wonder if some of these people are also on that whole AFW group, right? Or in not so much the group, but on the outskirts, right? Just kind of people who casually support, but they don't want it to seem like that. So they go out and they talk shit about Anti, or they talk shit about Rev G, but they don't really do anything to get in on the cause, right? To do anything to really like try to work on the situation. And there's a few of them in my mind. It grows here and there, then it dwindles back, and then it kind of grows up again, and then it dwindles back. So a couple of people in this sector that I have thought about this way, okay? And like I said, I'm not going to name any names except one, and that would be Shakim Ra, okay? And the only reason I'm mentioning him right now is because I don't think he started off that way. As a matter of fact, I think there's a few of them who are now doing this kind of thing that have not started off that way, right? Where then maybe some money is offered or something else may be offered to them, and then all of a sudden they become AFW friendly. Not so much AFW, right? They can still have the room and the capacity to talk shit about Anti, to talk shit about Rev G and all of that. And there's this mutual understanding behind the scenes of such, right? Even where AFWs will still continue to talk shit about them as well, right? Just for the appearance of it all before the sector. Because, they're all sector puppets. All they care about is this space. All they know is this space. So they think that everything that they do is to put on a show for this small group of people, okay? So they even think, yeah, we're going to play along with this too. Hey, go ahead and talk as much shit about me. I'm going to talk shit about you. That way we can keep all of them confused about, our relationship, okay? But then you're doing things on behalf of us. You understand? Like you're going hard on behalf of us, but keep talking shit about us. That way people don't think that you're actually fucking with us, that you're actually working for us. Hey, that's a old, kind of an old war strategy. Let's look it up. If you ever look up war strategies and stuff like that, there's always spies and different people from the other side, quote unquote, that will tell the story and tell that information to the enemy, quote unquote. And then, the enemy uses those spies, on their behalf, and they kind of have a mutual understanding between each other, right? As long as it's benefiting them. Okay. So, that's just something I wanted to put out there because that's exactly what it looks like. Now, I'm not saying I'm right. I could be absolutely wrong. I don't know, right? But it looks like that. It definitely looks like Shakim Ra is working with the AFWs. Okay. Now, we all know, that he's close to breaking the culture of hoes, right? We all know that. We understand that part of it. We understand that she's actually directly friends with Anti and directly friends with Rev G. So it makes sense for him to be working on their behalf under the guise of, I'm just cool with breaking the culture, right? And then, I'm going after people that breaking the culture have a problem with. But breaking the culture doesn't really have a problem with Carrie Ann. You understand? She doesn't. Anti has a problem with Carrie Ann. Anti has had a problem with Carrie Ann because Carrie Ann is cool with Nikki. Okay? She has a problem with Nikki. And this is the kind of like, we're going to keep it a beam. We're going to unravel all the bullshit. We're going to flush all the shit down the toilet, right? And we're going to clean this up and we're going to look at this for what it is, because Anti is the one that has the issue. She just sends minions out to do various things, okay? Because Mrs. Murph, and shout out to you. You asked a lot of questions yesterday, and I appreciated you for asking these questions in the chat because I was there looking, right, for as long as I could stomach the show. One of the things you asked was, well, has you called the school yet, breaking the culture, right? And what she's talking about in regards to breaking the culture, having all this outrage for Carrie Ann and the students at her school and who the students she's teaching, and we need to get in touch with this, and then with that, we need to make TikToks, we need to create petitions and all these things because we are in dire need of getting rid of this venomous teacher, right? That's within DeKalb County. This is what breaking the culture is saying, right? So Ms. Murph asked her the tough questions. Have you contacted the school yet? Because you're contacting us, you're contacting TikTok, you're contacting this, you're contacting that, but have you actually, like the same way you did with Victor Cousins, right? You remember that? You remember what you did with Victor Cousins, like when you were, contacting all these news magazines and stuff, and you were contacting this place and that place, but you weren't actually doing anything to like contact the church or anything like that, particularly because you had stolen their checks, right? That might be one reason, right? There may be some other reasons, but all I'm saying is you didn't go to the source. You didn't go to the actual issue. You just wanted to embarrass him, okay? And so I'm wondering if this is what's going on now, because Miss Murph asked you, did you contact the school? And your answer is, well, you didn't even answer it. Shakim answered for you, and he said, no, I've called the school. Well, Shakim, you're not telling anybody that Carrie Ann has race attacked you, right? Breaking the culture is saying that Carrie Ann race attacked her, which I don't know how the fuck that's possible. But either way, you're saying that that Carrie Ann race attacked her, right? So why are you calling the school and breaking the culture hasn't called the school yet? Breaking the culture is the one putting all this energy into creating quote unquote alleged petitions and alleged documentations for everyone to sign and all of this. Like the energy that you're putting into all of that, it would take one simple 2 seconds to literally call the school and make that phone call, and you haven't done that, right? So then Miss Murph said, well, it would seem like if this is such an issue and she's so visceral and it's such a problem, why wouldn't you want to quell the problem where it is? You understand what I'm saying? Because talking to us and wasting our time, like you've been wasting our time over filing charges against me, and we'll get into that in just a second, filing charges against Daryl Moore, filing charges against, let me see your transcript, against Marcellus, against Roxanne, against all these people that you're supposed to file charges against for calling you a broke prostitute, right? For calling you a hoe, for calling you a bitch that doesn't take care of their kids, right? A bitch that abandoned 2 of her kids, Aiden and Michael, right? Because of that, you're supposed to be filing charges against all these people. And now you have yet another person, Carrie Ann, who you are going after legally, right? See, this is the reason why the Vixen Chronicles is still up on my wall, right? Because you said you're waiting for the detective to find me. And I told you, allow the detective to see all of these videos. Like, because literally the address that he needs to come find me and all of that shit is in those videos, okay? So we're waiting. We're waiting. This is why the Vixen Chronicles is still up, sweetheart. Okay. So at the end of the day, I'm not really understanding, right? Like where all this energy is coming from. Like, not only because of the children or the fact that you don't take care of your kids, right? But are you saying that, and this is for both of them, okay? Are both of you motherfuckers saying that y'all are so weak, right? Y'all are so fucking weak that you can't take somebody roasting your ass. See, Shakim, you got up here telling us that you make six figures, okay? You got up here telling us that you live in all this lavish lifestyle and you doing all this stuff and you got all these wonderful things going on in your life. You're the one that told us that shit, okay? So when Carrie called you out on it and asked you to produce the evidence of the deed to your house, right? Of the six-figure income, right? And since you want to talk about her health, she talked about yours. All these bumps on your face, all that shit, prove that you don't have HIV. Since you're out here telling us you got this, you don't got that, all this is going on, prove it, sir. You dancing all around that shit and so mad that you can't prove any of those points that she made, that now you're this weak-minded that you're now involving other innocent black people into this. Breaking the culture. Let's get to you. You feel so fucking weak, bitch, okay, at the fact that you really did abandon Aiden and Michael since they were babies, right? And they are now teenagers. And you have not done a damn thing for your kids ever in their life. Okay? You're mad that we know this as a fact. And we're talking about it, okay? We're talking about you as a mother while you talking about other people as parents, okay? And we're telling you, like you're asking us, telling us, and trying to give people parenting advice while you have literally abandoned your children, all while laying on your back, sucking everybody's fucking dick, bitch, and trying to get pregnant by every fucking body. Okay? You have 5 baby dads, bitch. Okay, yeah. You're so weak-minded about that. And the fact that your mother was also a hoe. And it's even questionable whether she's dead or alive. Yeah, bitch. Okay, you're so weak about that. That all of this stuff is true. That you have not only shared this stuff, but that we have been able to obtain this information as fact, right? That weakens your fucking soul so fucking bad that you always feel the need to jump up and cry to motherfuckers who don't give a fuck about your nasty ass. Okay? To that point, you keep going into that and keep talking about all these different things and different feelings and things that people, you think people feel about you and all these other things. But yet, I have not seen you come after me at all, right? Where is the goddamn charges, bitch? Where is the motherfucking detective that I'm supposed to be going to jail because I called you a hoe? Because I called you a slut the same way Carrie Ann did. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You got all this energy for her online, right? Online, because you haven't called her fucking job yet, right? Online, you got all this motherfucking energy for her. Where is the motherfucking heat for me, bitch? Okay? Because I dragged your whole soul through this sector. I dragged your whole soul through this motherfucking sector. I made you a ghost, bitch. Do you understand? So, where is this same energy for me? This is what I want to know. I want to understand. I want to see the same energy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is it because you know that I will put your whole life on Front Street, bitch? Is that why? Is that why? Because Carrie Ann can too. But you know what she said? Shout out to her. Because you dusty, broke motherfuckers didn't even catch on. Y'all wanted to, oh, she got to take off because she's scared. She's scared. Yay. Y'all feel better, don't you, bitches? That you think she's scared. No, you stupid, dusty, broke bitches don't understand what it's like to have a career that you can actually walk away from whenever you feel like it. You can take vacation time. You can take time off to take care of yourself because there's stupid, dusty, broke motherfuckers out here actually trying to give me a hard time. No, she's right. A Black woman does not always have to put on this front of, this doesn't bother me. I'm going to keep going. No, I need to stop and take time for myself. I can hear what my soul and what my body is telling me. And so now I'm going to go ahead and take the time to take self-care for myself because I have built up that much of a reputation at my job. I have worked that long at my job that I can take that type of time for myself. This is what dusty motherfuckers like you two, dusty, derelict, lay on your back sex workers, that's all y'all know. Y'all don't know anything about actual time, vacation time, right? Accumulated time. You don't know anything about that. You don't know anything about having good health insurance. Because if you did, you wouldn't be waiting on Cash App in order to spend your fucking money, dusty. Okay? Can you walk into an actual bank? Because Cash App is connected to MetaBank, which is out of California. Okay? So you, sir, can you walk into your fucking bank and pull money out of your account or deposit money into your account? No, you got to wait on an app. Cash App at that. You told us that. I got my direct deposit today. Yay, it's in Cash App. And Cash App is down. And this is why I filibustered my way out of getting my ass roasted by pills. Because you knew you was going to get your ass handed to you by that nigga. That's why you decided to go live with this dusty, derelict bitch. Because both of y'all sounded stupid as fuck. Both of you. But shout out to everybody that was in the chat and most definitely was pushing back on this nigga. You looked so stupid last night. So fucking dumb. But we know Breaking the Culture look dumb. She don't mind looking dumb. She look dumb every day when she be in that motherfucking dungeon for Danny sucking his friends' dicks. Yeah. So she don't mind looking dumb. What's your excuse, Shakim? And like I said, you were one of the first people in this sector to actually be doxxed. It messed you up so motherfucking much. It pissed you off so bad. Binary ended up with a motherfucking restraining order against you. Or an injunction. He was trying to get an injunction against you. Because you was going after him so bad. Over him doxing you. Over him putting out your house information. When the same motherfuckers that you done shook hands with under the table now, right? The same motherfuckers was talking about that same motherfucking house, doxing you. You were running around looking for a place to sleep. To the point where you was asking Nikki to sleep on her air mattress. Yeah, that's when that happened. Yeah. When they was doing that. Don't make no motherfucking sense. But what do you expect from derelict bitches? From broke motherfuckers? From stupid motherfuckers who ain't never had shit and never will? This is what you expect from motherfuckers like that, I guess, right? That's all I can say. My final thing I want to say, and then I'm going to get into the chat. P. I respect you, P. I don't got no problem with you, right? But you don't get to tell me who I'm cool with and who I'm not. Number one, sir, you're an elderly man, right? You're an elderly, biracial, black and whatever man, right? I am a 100% native black woman, middle-aged native black woman. Me and you have nothing in common, sir, except for the fact that we might like guns and we both cool, right? That's it. That's the only thing we got in common. So for you to try to compare your emotions to mine, like you literally just lowered yourself because you're not a woman, okay? You can never understand what the thought process of a woman is and why a woman may do things the way that they do. I don't ask you about who your friends are, and I damn sure don't take any emotions over who your friends are. I don't give a fuck who you decide to be friends with. And therefore, sir, you should feel the same about me because nothing I do affects you whatsoever. And on top of that, Breaking didn't even, she wasn't even going with your story, right? Shout out to that hoe for that shit. She wasn't even trying to go with this story of this narrative of you trying to make to try to get everybody to understand why you trying to go hard for this hoe so hard. You're trying to make us think that she did you so wonderfully at some funeral from back in the day. She didn't even know what you were talking about. She couldn't catch on until the end of it, like, oh, yeah, like maybe I should start lying. Like, yeah, because she didn't know what you were talking about. She's not from there. Okay, like that's not where she's from. Okay, she was there hoeing, okay, but that's not where she's from. So while you're sitting here talking about this whole situation and explaining this whole thing about her, she wasn't there back in the day. Okay, she wasn't in that area. She was in Jersey. So while you talking about where she was at some funeral and she was doing this and doing that, all trying to make, trying to make it seem like this is the reason why you fuck with this bitch. None of us really care. If you want to fuck with her, fuck with her. But be honest about it. Because she made you look stupid. Really. She proved she don't know what you're talking about. And then she had to get to the end, like, she had to catch on because the bitch is slow, okay? All she do is suck dick and lay on her back, okay? She damn sure don't take care of her kids, okay? So all I'm saying is, like, be honest about some shit, okay? It's clear you don't know her, okay? It's very clear. It's clear you just want to take her side. You have that right, sir. You're entitled to that. Nobody's taking that from you, baby, okay? But what you are not entitled to do is compare yourself to me because whatever the fuck I decide to do is my motherfucking choice. I don't talk to you. You don't pay me. We don't even get it. We're not even involved with each other. Like the only thing I really wanted to do with you is talk about guns. That was it. That was it, sir. Maybe some elderly shit. That's pretty much the only thing. What's the best life insurance policies to get? That's the only thing you could teach me. Maybe how to use some Geritol when I get in my 60s, right? That's the only fucking thing you, sir, can teach me. That's the only thing we can compare each other to. And that's it. And that's all I got to say about you too. Now, let me go ahead and get into these comments. Definitely appreciate the super chat from Carrie Ann Wilson, Tucker High School. Keep speaking facts, godmother. I do appreciate the super chat. I don't appreciate the disrespect, but I'll take your money. Thank you. So let me go ahead and get into these comments. Definitely appreciate everybody for being in the building. All right, let's get here. You said, are you talking about playing his video or playing Sigga's video? Right. He was definitely playing her video, right? But this is how pussy and butthurt Shakim is. He would actually try to strike my video for playing a video he was playing on his channel. So I'm not even going to go into the butthurt pussy ass nigga. I'll just let him be great. And, just read these motherfuckers real quick. And I just felt like I needed to do that real quick with his dusty ass. But yeah, that don't make no goddamn sense. What's up, bestie? Definitely appreciate you, Trace, for being in the building. And the beautiful Bernice, I appreciate you as well. You said, hey, Miss T. Pre and chat. You said, or they create a distraction. Right, exactly, right? And that's exactly what they be doing over there. You said, I definitely understand where you're coming from with that. Yep, that whole working for them situation. You You said not working with them, working for them. Yep, most definitely. You said more money, more BS. Right. And Redbone, I appreciate you. And it's funny how he went and skipped out on that thing with pills. And I can imagine how much money they offered him to do that show last night. Mm-hmm. But now that the show is over, now that you done rubbed it all in everybody's face and forced it down everybody's throat, what's next? Because again, Carrie's still gonna have her job. She's still gonna be working there. Now these niggas really gonna be looking at y'all like y'all stupid as fuck, right? And I mean, you're gonna get no motherfucking where. Like at the end of the day, I really don't understand what they thought was gonna come of that. And it's funny how breaking the culture, stupid ass, and this is probably why she hasn't called the school. I'm gonna tell y'all why I think Breaking hasn't called the school, right? DeKalb County is a black county. There's everybody knows everything. It's Bible Belt, and everybody is aware of many ministers that Breaking the Culture has been involved with. Okay, so it wouldn't be hard to figure out who the fuck this vixen is. Like real nigga shit, it would not be hard for them to figure out who she is down there. Okay, so good luck with that shit, bitch. Okay, because remember, your face is all over them fucking blogs when it comes to Victor Cousins. Okay, so good luck, sweetheart, in the Bible Belt talking about this shit, and like motherfuckers don't know who the fuck you really are. Like you're really a church whore, bitch. You're literally a church whore. Period. I don't know what makes her think, she gonna get away with that. What's up, Carla Martin? Definitely appreciate you. You said peace, Miss T. Pre and Black Loungers. Definitely appreciate you, sis. And Karma 52, I appreciate you as well. You said good morning, T. Pre, mods and loungers. The lines are definitely blurred. Doxing of the same unlike people. So who is who? Exactly. You said, wow, that makes sense. Okay, I'm just saying we better watch out for some of these people. And I'm not going to name that he's not the only one. Okay, he's just very obvious at this point, right? But he's not the only one. And also Shakim, he recently allowed for that, right? That wasn't the whole time. But most definitely pay attention to people that have come from Lenin. I'll just say that. Just pay attention to some people that have come from Lenin. Most of us have come from there, but there's other people that are literally, they talk shit about Rev and they talk shit about AAS openly, right? But if you're bringing up anything about them, they are breaking their neck to like disprove you. And they can't really disprove you. They're just saying it, right? And just saying it. And if they can say it enough and yell at you enough and tell you you're wrong enough, then somehow that is, going to convince everybody else of the same, right? And I've stood my ground with several of these people, a few of these people. Y'all pay attention. Y'all keep paying attention. Y'all see. Y'all will see. Y'all will see. You said, from what I can tell, Sigga is the same person she was when Shakim was cool with her and accepting cash apps. Exactly. Like he looked dumb showing that Carrie has sent you cash apps. Many people have sent you cash apps because you're broke, bitch. Like that's what they do. People, and then also people supported you, right? What kind of dummy goes around like, look what they sent me a year ago. Like, who cares? Who cares what she sent you? Like, you sound really stupid. You look really dumb. Like, really facts. You look really dumb. You said facts, Miss Murph. You said Godmother speaks. Just saying. You said if the person spewing the propaganda hasn't called the school, why would shock him? Right. Why is he calling and Breaking the Culture hasn't called? That she literally has not called the school, y'all. Like this shit don't make no fucking sense. But yet she want Shakim to call. Shakim, I'll call him. Like, you fucking idiot. What you gonna tell them? Oh, she want to see my AIDS test results, and I told them that I got 6 figures, so she want to see my bank account, and I told them that, and so she want to see. I mean, she was willing to show all her results to me as long as I show my stuff to her. But I'd rather call y'all instead. Like, what the fuck? I smell money involvement. Exactly. You said Riz, money talks. Okay. And bullshit walks. Not they bullshit talks too. You said, here's my thing. How did Carrie Ann race attack her? Right. Carrie responded to the dungeon broad saying enslavement was karma. Exactly. That's not race attacking her. It ain't. Like, at the end of the day, Breaking the Culture don't even know what her motherfucking race is. The fucking course don't even know what this bitch's race is. They said unknown over that motherfucker. She don't even know what her race is. Her mother does not know her father. Her mother got fucked as a crackhead, okay? And in her crack space, she got fucked and she got pregnant by one of her Johns. She don't know who that man is. Period. This nigga just came and fucked her mom, okay? And left, had her pregnant, and that's who her father is. We don't know who that is. She don't know who that is. She don't know her race. Like, the bitch need to just stop lying. Like, real nigga shit. She need to stop lying. And then I heard, y'all, that her mom lives in Vegas. Okay. Now, there's a couple of people in the church sector that have talked about this. I might get some additional information on it. That was one of the things that I had on the back burner about her. But I never really pushed the issue and never really looked into that enough, because I didn't particularly care. The other things I know about her are much more pressing, right? There's a lot more other shit. But that is one thing for sure that I was told, that her mom lives in Vegas. She's married and everything. She's remarried, doing well now and everything. But she don't have nothing to do with Breaking the Culture, because Breaking be stealing and be doing all kinds of crazy shit like that. So she don't fuck with her daughter. This is what I heard. And I know that Breaking the Culture has a history of saying that people that don't fuck with her are dead, okay? Like she said, she tried to say her son was dead, right? She tried to say Michael had died. She had told everybody on Facebook that he had died when he was a baby, and come to find out, he's 14 years old, okay? And then she said that her friend, Mel, had died, and come to find out, Mel is doing just fine, living in Vegas, doing well. Breaking used to live in Vegas, and this is why Breaking has charges over in Vegas, okay? Johnny, the ex-boyfriend, the pictures of with the white man that looks kind of like Danny, lives in Vegas, okay? So yeah, it is very possible that her mother is not even dead, y'all. And like I said, Breaking has a history of telling people who are not in her life anymore, because Mel stopped fucking with her because of her bullshit, okay? So, people that no longer want to fuck with her, or people that are no longer in her life, she tells them that that person is dead. Okay. So I think, I'm leaning more towards her mother actually being alive. Okay. Than I would be that her mom is dead. And I don't give a fuck who don't like that. Because at the end of the day, that information didn't come from me. So, but either way, yeah, that's some information I do have. You said Miss Murph Breaking said she's reporting CA next week. For what's she waiting for next week and this week? Like, you went through this whole campaign with us before you contacted the source. Like, Breaking is a fucking liar. Again, we've been waiting for 2 months now on the fucking detectives to be in touch with me, right? And ain't nobody been in touch with me yet. Nobody been in touch with me yet. He said at Redbone, yes, it surely does. Justice for LV. Okay. Don't make no goddamn sense. You said, Riz, I think it has more to do with Shakim fitting in with them than them sending him money. Okay. You said, Miss Murph, I see your point. The rabbit hole is wide at this point. Okay. Let's let alone deep. And that's facts. You said living life. Yes. So I guess it's okay for the students to be in danger for another week. Right. We all know, yay, go Breaking, yay, yay. We know that's what she does, though. She just talks shit and says she's going to do this and do that. She's going to get this person. She knows this. She knows that. She said this. She said that about eyes, about everybody. Okay. We have all been waiting. Let me see a transcript, and they've been waiting for like 2-3 years, right? They've been waiting like 3-4 years for this shit. Okay. We've been waiting now. I've been waiting for like 2 or 3 months. Eyes has been waiting around for 2 or 3 months. Like, we've been waiting for all these charges to come raining down on our asses. You know what I'm saying? Let me see your transcript. Be going live all the time, talking about Jag, talking about all kinds of other stuff. And we've been waiting on the process server to come for her. That hasn't happened yet. Like, I mean, what's going on, Breaking? Like, What is going on? What's it going to take, sis, okay, for you to finally get this shit done? That's all I'm saying. I don't understand. You said, yes, so I guess, yeah, the kids would be in danger for another week, right? You said, are we as mods supposed to delete super chats like that? No, I'll keep their money, honey. They can talk shit. I'll keep their money. They dummies want to send me some motherfucking money. I ain't got no problem with it. I ain't got no problem with it. You said, I am Vici. You said, while wanting Siga to unprivate her videos, is anyone asking Breaking to unprivate hers? Yeah, like, how come you haven't unprivated any of the videos that you have for the detectives to see? You know what I'm saying? Because you wanted the detectives to see that you are being stalked and harassed, right? So unprivate all those videos that you were talking about, right? That, talk about my son and all these other things that you've got it privated now. Me and mine, everybody that you've been talking about, everybody you've been talking about, Carrie Ann, you've been talking about Nikki, all the women, all the women you've been talking about and the things you've been saying. Why don't you unprivate all that? Okay. Why don't you unprivate everything that happened with all that? We'll wait for that. And when you do that, then we'll go ahead and talk about Siga unprivating some shit. But until then, why are all your videos private, ma'am? How about that? Let's talk about it. He said, Miss Murph, she won't get others to do it. Okay. Hey, Brixton, I appreciate you being in the building. You said Miss T. remember, she couldn't be on the same panel as you due to the investigation on period. Like on some fly shit, right? Y'all remember she couldn't be on the same panel with me. It was her lawyer had told her that had, because there's an open investigation against me and all this other stuff, right? Like, where is all of this at, bitch? Like, I'm not hard to find. I already told you, send the shit to my aunt's address. How come you haven't done it yet? It hasn't been there. It hasn't been there. Like, maybe I'll take the trip, the sector on a trip to my aunt's mailbox, right? And we'll go ahead and see whether or not there's anything in the mail for me, okay? Because nothing has come. Nothing has come, man. Like, nothing, okay? There hasn't been a detective calling my phone, knocking on my door. Nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. Like, I'm waiting. There's no warrant out for my arrest or nothing. Like, okay, but yeah, you're still a hoe, right? You're still not taking care of your fucking kids, right? You still don't know what Michael had for dinner last night. You don't know what Aiden had for breakfast today. You don't know what they're doing in school. Nothing about your kids, okay? You're still laying on your back, sucking Danny's friends' dicks, okay? Like, you're still doing that. Danny still has you cooped up in a 3-bedroom apartment with your kids in 1 bedroom together. One of them is 13, a son, and your daughter is 9, and they got to sleep in the same room while listening to you get fucked by all Danny's friends. Yeah. Let's talk about it, bitch. How about that? I still saying it, and you still haven't filed no charges against me. How about that, bitch? You said, living life, I know, but folks don't seem to realize they are being used. Oh, well. And that's the thing. That's what makes me think. I think he knows he's being used. I think he knows it. I think he just is willing to take the money. The money is, sometimes money is more important to people than their actual morals, and don't realize that it ain't even going to last that long. You said, talk to that hoe, Miss Pre. Right? I'm just saying. You said, Godmother has her deadly team with Carrie. Okay, honey, just saying. You said, Miss Murph, indeed. You said, Brixton. Hey, Very Perspectives, I appreciate you being in the building. You said, I just hope Shakim realizes these same antics will be used against him one day. Absolutely. It's coming back. Honey, when this type of energy goes out into the universe and you try to warn people about the energy that they're putting out and then they double down on it, I'll be sitting back waiting for Mother Earth to just zap their ass. Like, we all gonna sit back and just watch, because watch what happens. Because you're messing with the feminine energy, watch what happens, sir. Watch. I ain't even gonna, like, you can put all the spells and everything else you try up, honey. I promise you that is all gonna return, okay? Because of the energy that you're putting out and the demonic energy that you're using as well. And then the bitch that you got going with you. Like, all of this stuff that you're doing and that you're using and pushing and putting all together, I guarantee you, it's going to return, and it's going to return publicly. Just letting you know. Now, keep fucking around and finding out. I'm just saying. You said Fullest on some fly shit. She had a detective, even had a name. What? She had a name of a detective. What was that detective's name? Y'all gotta give me that motherfucking shit, because we're gonna call the detective and ask him. Like, are you looking for Tanisha? We need to know, sir. You said, goddamn. You said, VP, salute. You said, Brixton, I just can't, and her accent keeps changing. Yeah, it'd be like from New York, you know what I mean, to Cincinnati. Then she be talking like she from Minnesota, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with breaking the culture, man. You said, if you're watching, Shakim, don't trust liars or thieves. He watching. What's up, Shakim? You said, on period, LOL, Jesus. You said, living life to the fullest. I can't keep up. Just saying. You said, 100, 100, 100. Bricks 100. You said, living life, cool avatar, sis. Yeah, she has a cool avatar. You said, hello, Carla Martin. You said, peace, living life. You said, respect to the Riz. You said, he also called Sigga's chatters. Oh, yeah, let's talk about that, right? So wait a minute, sir. So you're saying that all of us who support Carrie Ann, right? Even if we don't agree with everything that she says all the time and all that stuff, but we support the channel. We support her channel. We're listening in. We're in the chat, whatever. Anybody that does that is a coon. But yet, anybody who sits up and literally ignores a bitch who doesn't take care of her black children, right? Who doesn't support her black children, who has abandoned her black children to lay on her back for a Jewish cuckold, right? That's not cooning? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and let you be great with that, sir. But I'm just saying. Just saying. You said, thanks, Riz Lyricist. Love taking swimming pics. That's cool. You said, not elderly. He's elderly, though. He's elderly. I'm just saying. I'm not elderly, so he don't have anything in common with me. You know what I'm saying? To be feeling disappointed in any type of way about my decision. Sir, you need something to do if you're worried about my friendships. If you're worried about who I choose to be cool with. Like, there's something majorly wrong with that. If you, and as an elderly man, care about what the fuck my ass is doing. You don't know me. What you don't even know me. What the fuck you care about what the fuck I'm doing for? Sir, I need you to have several seats, okay? Like I said, you can just choose to coon for this type of bitch and just enjoy doing that. You don't have to, help us understand why. You don't have to prove to us why. You're just a coon. That's what it is. Period. It's cool. But at the end of the day, that ain't got nothing to do with my choices and my decisions as a middle-aged Native Black woman, okay? Where you, as a elderly, older, mixed Black and whatever race you are, man, okay? We don't have anything in common. All right? Okay. All right. We probably don't even like the same type of coffee. I'm just saying. You said, salute very perspectives. You said, living life to the fullest. You, everybody, a free-spirited queen, glad to be in your presence on dogs. I like when you say on dogs. You said, Riz Lyricist, and the pleasure's all mine, brother. You said, living life. You said, not in your 60s, LOL. You said, thanks, Carrie Troll. You said, living life, Riz Lyricist, Troll was doxing. You said, I think the AFW used breaking the culture because of her shameless lies. Yeah. They don't mind that because they need like-minded people. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just who they are. You said, living life probably disregarded last night's live, SMH. Oh, well, you said Riz Lyricist, indeed. You said Brixton, very true. And I think Anti brought her here. Yeah, she did, for sure. You said, exactly, she's lying. Mm-hmm. You said, living life to the fullest. Oh, yes, she did. Of course, right? He said, so the AFW don't have a problem with breaking, hanging with raw hypocrites. No, they don't have a problem with it because they've made an underlying, underground, behind the scenes deal that would be fine, because he's not the only person that they've done that kind of stuff with. Trust me. There are people out here who be talking shit about them, always in the chat saying something about them. But as soon as you have some real concrete, solid shit about them, breaking their neck to tell you how wrong you are. And it's like, what? And it's confusing, right? But it's like, nah, It's because you have that secret thing going on. Like I said, that's an old war strategy for sure. It's definitely one. And AAS is a whole general out this motherfucker. So what's up, Propane? You said she's the queen of non-receipts. Okay, like we've been waiting on receipts from this bitch for years now. I'm just saying. So y'all can hold y'all breath for her to call the school next week all day. I don't believe the bitch. He said living life because he'll go along with Breakin's propaganda against people. Right, exactly. He said laughing my butt off. He said, shout out to Sigga, peace and love to you. You said Brixton. You said, well, damn, T Pre. What's up, Too Big? Appreciate you being in the building. You said, Miss Murph, it's a damn shame. And is. He said, living life, yes, it is. He said, nothing like Miss T Pre read on a Friday morning. Just saying we gotta do that sometimes. Just gotta read these dusty broke bitches sometime. He says, salute. He said, it took me a while to see Shakim and Gerald is the same type of person. Yep. They most definitely are. And they're working together. They are. You say yes for Darrell and let me see your transcript. Yep. All right, guys, we out of here. I appreciate y'all coming to hang out with me. I do got to get back and get myself together for work. Make sure that you guys do hit the like button on the way out. And guys, I appreciate y'all for being here today, okay? And I will talk to y'all later. But child, listen, don't fall for the okie doke with these dusty, broke motherfuckers. They know what the fuck it is. And I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace, guys. Thank y'all for watching.